Shalom everyone, it's Rabbi Finkelstein, and today we're going to discuss Tisha B'Av. As we know, the Talmud brings many reasons for the destruction of the temple. It was a crisis in faith. How come that the temple, the Beit HaMikdash, was destroyed? The Jews were exiled, if in the first time for 70 years, in the second time for 2,000 years, and Jewish sovereignty was over with in the land of Israel. People ask the question, how come? Eicha, how can it be? How can it happen that something like that happened to us? How come God does not have compassion and mercy on the children? All those what we call she'elot emuniyot, questions about faith and belief, really bother the Jewish people and its leadership. And the Talmud brings many reasons to try to comprehend such a disaster, such a calamity. There was no attempt, God forbid, to justify, but there was an attempt to try to understand, to try to learn from what's happened so it will not happen again. And today I would like to talk about one of the reasons that the Talmud brings as a reason for the destruction of the temple. It's a very famous Talmudic paragraph that says the following: "Lo charva Yerushalayim, ela she'emidu et divrehem, et dinehem al din Torah." The temple was destroyed and Jerusalem was destroyed because they established their judicial system only based on law, and that's it. At first glance, what's wrong with that? The Torah gave us the instructions of how to build a judicial system. What are the laws? What are the restrictions? What you can do and what you cannot do. So what is so wrong that they follow the book? Let's digress for a second and we will go back to this question. There is another Talmudic paragraph that we all know that says that the second Beit HaMikdash, the second temple, was destroyed because of sinat chinam. That literally means free hate. Now, what does it mean, free hate? So let's ask ourselves, what really leads us, God forbid, to hate someone? So you would dislike someone or you would hate someone if he did something wrong to you, something inappropriate, something that you disapprove or dislike or disagree. But still, disagreement should not lead to hate, to total animosity. I would like to suggest to create a link between the two Talmudic paragraphs. When the judge creates a judgment only based on the law, not taking into consideration the circumstances, the time, the people themselves, what do they really have or do not have, what they believe in or not, what is their level of observancy or not, what is their economical level, if they are wealthy, poor. If he does not see the entire picture, and if he does not see the consequences, the ramifications of his judgment, he just looked at the book, and that's it. He is missing the boat, as we say. He is missing the principle of judgment. Judgment and justice does not operate in a vacuum. It's not only by the book. Every rabbi, every posek knows that in order to create a real, true judgment, there are two things that needs to be taken into consideration. One, what the book has to say. The second, what the reality has to determine. And when you take the book and you take the circumstances, you put them together, and then you put your mind and your heart into it, and then you create a judgment. But if you just look on one thing that basically says that's what it is and that's it and who cares. You destroy Yerushalayim that is being viewed as Ir HaTzedek, the city of justice, the city of judgment, the city that you really find pure justice and pure judgment. When we go to the second Talmudic paragraph that says that Sinat Chinam, free hate, was really something so strong that led to the destruction of the temple, we can understand that free hate is that you don't find in your heart any space, any place of genuine love and care to someone else. You just hate him. And why? Because. I hate him because. Why do you hate this person? Because. It just calls free hate with no any reasons, with no generosity of the heart to give someone the benefit of the doubt. To someone that you don't know is really truly vicious and terrible person. The Talmud says that the only way to build the Beit HaMikdash is Ahavat Chinam, what we call free love. What does it mean, free love? It's to love another Jew, not because he thinks like you, not because exactly he acts like you, not only because he dressed like you and talks like you and thinks like you, but you love another Jew because he is a Jew. He's a human being. And that applies, by the way, with every human being. You love him, you have sense of compassion and mercy and understanding and tolerance because he's in the image of God. He's a Tzelem Elokim. It's not because he does something good for you or not, but because he is there and he has something to contribute. When we start with the Jewish people, start believing that every Jew is a jewel, is a yahalom, is a diamond. And with some Jews, it's a little hard to find it, but it's there. When we will understand it, when we will seek to find that jewel that is hidden in every Jew, we'll reach this level of Ahavat Chinam, free love, that brings us to build the Beit HaMikdash speedily in our days. Amen.